guys, I am AGM4K and welcome to this introduction course for beginners about GitHub. In this course you will learn about GitHub. So what is GitHub? What is a repository? How to create a repository? How to create a branch? Make a commit? Open a pull request? Merge pull request? So this is a very in-depth introduction videos about GitHub for beginners. Let's answer this question. What is GitHub? So GitHub is a code hosting platform for version control and collaboration. It lets you and others work together on projects from anywhere. So you and I can work on the same projects together. This mini course will teach you about GitHub essentials like repositories, branches, commits, pull requests. You will create your own Hello World repository and learn GitHub pull request workflow, a popular way to create and review code. So to complete this course and follow along with the things I will share with you, you need a GitHub account, and I will assume that you've already created your own GitHub account. So now let's create a repository. But before we start, what is a repository? A repository is usually used to organize a single project. Repositories can contain folders and files, images, videos, spreadsheets, datasets, anything your projects need. GitHub recommends including a README or a file with information about your project. GitHub makes it easy to add one. At the same time, you create your new repository. It also offers other common options such as a license file. Your Hello World repository can be a place where you store your ideas, resources, or even share and discuss things with others. So now let's create a new repository. So to create a new repository, just click on the plus button in the upper right corner. This plus button will give us a list of things that we can do, and one of them is a new repository. So just click on the new repository, and the repository name, we will name it the Hello World. So Hello World. In the description, this is optional, you can write your own description. This is a Hello World first repo. So repo is the repository for short. So this repository will be public or private. So public, anyone on the internet can see this repository. You choose who can commit. Private, you choose who can see and commit this repository. So now we've named our repository, and now we add our description, and it's public. The state is public. Before you click create a repository, make sure you add a README file. Just as I said before, GitHub recommends you adding a README file. So just add one and then create a repository. So this is our GitHub repository. So now let's talk about branches. So this is branches. Let's talk about branch. So branching is the way to work on different versions of a repository at one time. By default, your repository has one branches named the main, and we can add new branches. We use branches to experiment and make edits before committing them to the main. Like if we need to test a new features, we will make a new branches and test that features if it works and it's ready, and then we will commit it to the main branch. So if it didn't work, we'll leave and cancel that branch. When you create a branch of the main branch, you are making a copy or a snapshot of the main as it was that point in time. If someone else made the changes to the main branch while you were working on your branch, you could pull in those updates. This diagram shows the main branch and a new branch called features from the master branch or the main branch, because we are doing a feature work on this branch, and the journey that this branch takes before it's merged to the main or the master branch. This is how branch works, and you can create many branches as you want. So developers, writers, designers use branches for keeping bug fixes and feature work separate from the main production branch. When a change is ready, then they merge their branch into the main. So now let's create a new branch. To create a new branch, we will go to the repository hello world, and now we are in the hello world repository. As you see, this is my username and this is the repository, the hello world. So we are going to click on the drop down at the top of the file that says branches main, and then we will name the new branches that we want to work with. So let's say that edit version 1. So add that and click enter. Now just wait about the internet to do the work. So now we have two branches, the main branch, this is the main branch, and we have this edit version 1 branch. They look exactly the same, but not for long. Next, we will add our changes to the new branch. So to this is edit version 1 branches. So how to make and commit changes. So now we are in the code view for our edit version 1 branch, which is a copy of the main, okay, of the main branch. Let's make some edits and some changes. On GitHub, saved changes are called commits. Each commit has an associated commit message, which is a description explaining why a particular changes was made. Commit messages capture the history of your changes, so other developers can understand what you've done and why. To make commit changes, click on the readme file, okay, and then we click on the pencil icon right here, edit this file, okay. In the editor, we will write something that we want to save it later to commit. This is a new sentence, a new changes, okay, and I want to commit this change. So I will go down and I have this commit changes, and I have this name update readme. So this is the default for this file, update readme, and I can add an optional extended description, okay. So I will write like we done the work, okay, and I will commit the changes. I can create a new branch for this commit and start a pull request. I can do that, but let's go the commit directly to these branches that we made earlier. Commit changes. So these changes that we've made will be made to just the readme file on our edit version 1 branch. So now this branch contains this content that's different from the main branch. Just let's go to the main branch, and you see that the change that we commit earlier to the other branch is not in the main branch. So the main branch is the same as we start, but the changes are just in the edit version 1 branch. So this is how branch works and how commit change work. So now let's talk about pull requests. Pull requests are the heart of collaboration on GitHub. When you open a pull request, you are proposing your changes and requesting that someone review and pull in your contribution and merge them into their branch. Pull requests show diffs or difference of the content from both branches. The changes, additions, and subtractions are shown in green and red. As soon as you make a commit, you can open a pull request and start a discussion, even before the code is finished. By using GitHub at mention system in your pull request message, you can ask for feedback from specific people or teams whether they are down the hall or 10 time zones away. You can even open pull requests in your own repository and merge them yourself. You can even open pull requests in your own repository and merge them yourself. It's a great way to learn the GitHub flow before working on larger projects. Now we are going to open pull request for the changes to the README file. So now let's click on the pull request on your system. Just go to the pull request as I do and go and click on the new pull request. So now let's compare the changes. So this is the main branch and will be our edit version 1. Okay, and as you see, this green line is the changes. This is green lines is the thing we add. So this is a hello world first repo. This is a hello world first repo. This is the changes that we made to the README file. When you are satisfied that these are the changes you want to submit, click the big green create pull request. So now let's give the pull request a title and a brief description about the changes that we've made. So we done the work, okay, and this is the title will be for our pull request, and the comment will be like, we have done the change. So after that you can click on the create pull request. So now let's merge your pull requests. In this final step, it's time to bring your changes together, merging your the version 1 edit version 1 branch into the main branch. So now let's click on the merge pull request, and that will be here, this button, merge pull request. Just click and then confirm that you want to merge these branches. Merging. So go ahead and delete the branch since its change have been incorporated with the delete branch button in the purple box. So now this branch will be deleted. So just click delete branch. And that's it about GitHub introduction video. By completing this course, you've learned to create project and make pull request on GitHub. Here is what you accomplished in this tutorial. You created an open source repository, started and managed a new branch, changed a file and committed those changes to GitHub, opened and merged a pull request. So now you can take a look at GitHub yourself and see what you can do better than me. So thank you for taking this course. I hope you learned a lot with me. I definitely learned a lot by teaching you all of these things that I know, and I will see you the next time.